You might have a golf outing and invite your commercial customers that spend a lot of dollars with you as a way of saying thank you. You don't invite the government officials to play golf with you because that would be a violation of ethics. You review your cost structure for government compliance. We talked about your indirects, your directs, are your costs fair and reasonable? Are they allocable and allowable? And then you may also choose to establish relationships with contractors if you want to do any kind of contractor or teaming agreements. Just so you know, the jury's out on these contractor teaming agreements. Usually the government's very focused on having one belly button to push if there's a problem. And the fact that you have to press 2 belly buttons is like double the work, not double the fun. So they tend not to be highly involved with CTAs, but there are some agencies that use them. What do you do on an ongoing basis? Well, the first thing you do is you upload your entire contract into GSA Advantage, because that gives you that passive marketing angle. Over time, GSA will have you respond to different requests. So, for example, they might change one of their requirements and ask you to step up to it. Usually it's a no-cost type item, so you have to respond to those kind of things. The customers will start sending you orders, and so you need to respond to those orders because usually you have a very quick turnaround to respond. Sales will come through all these places that we talked about. And just so you know, and the government used to be much better about this. The last several ones that I've done, they haven't done it at all. They call it a contractor technical review or assistance visit. And so within a very short period of time after a GSA schedule is awarded, they show up at your location. And just kind of, and the purpose is, do you really understand what you're getting yourself into here? They explain the industrial funding fee. They explain the fact that you have to spend you have to receive awards for $25,000 within the first 2 years and every year thereafter. Otherwise, you can be off-ramped. Just it's not a intimidating visit by any stretch of the imagination, but they do show up. Lately, I haven't been doing that as much, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. You have to track scheduled and non-scheduled sales, as I mentioned, to be able to pay the industrial funding fee. And then you may decide to initiate changes to your GSA schedule. So for example, you might, if you give Lowe's a 3% discount, then the government's going to expect you to change your GSA schedule and give the government that lower price. So you always have to be careful that your sales team knows the parameters of how much discount they can give because it might mess with your GSA schedule. As I said, it's product by product. So if you have a different product that maybe has a different label or something like that, you don't have to have the same price as that. So that's kind of a way to get around that kind of issue. You have to be able to. So if you have any price reductions or increases, you can do a modification to your GSA schedule. Oh, I wanted to say, if you give Lowe's that 3% discount, they want you to change the schedule price. If you give Department of Justice or Department of Labor a 3% discount, you don't have to do anything. So the government's fine if you give one of its own a discount, a greater discount than your GSA schedule, not if you give a commercial company. If you want to take some of your products or services off, you decide to go from 68 products down to 20 products, your big sellers, then you can take the other ones off. If there's any changing of the terms and conditions, you can put it on there. Any administrative changes. So those are reasons why you would do modifications to your GSA schedule. Okay. All right. Where are we? Do we need a break or are we good to go to PWSs? Break? Anybody need break? Anybody care? Okay. Why don't we just take a 5-minute break and then we'll start with PWSs.